Hello everyone and welcome back to Newegg TV. I'm Steve. Today I'm going to do an overview on this product from Actiontec. This is the ScreenBeam Pro. So the ScreenBeam Pro, what is this? It essentially allows you to take your devices in your household that are either WiDi compatible or if they are Miracast compatible and essentially beam that screen straight from your device to your TV. So just something to keep in mind, it says it's optimized for 4th gen Intel processors. That's because it's of course optimized for it, but also any WiDi device that's compatible would be anything that's a 2nd gen mobile processor or Sandy Bridge processor or later, as well as a 3rd gen desktop Ivy Bridge processor or later. Also, you're going to need Windows 7 and Windows 8 for this particular device to work properly. So as far as system requirements goes, it is compatible with laptops and Ultrabooks that have Intel WiDi 3.5 or higher. Also Wi-Fi certified Miracast devices, smartphones, tablets, PCs, depending on what you're using. Also the interface for this particular device is HDMI and it'll give you up to 1080p HD using 5.1 surround sound. It's also capable of 802.11a, b, g, and n, dual band 5 GHz and 2.4. Recommended it's a Wi-Fi certified Miracast device working with that, since this is also certified for Miracast. Wireless security, WPA2, WPS pin pairing, and AES 128-bit. Also it has HDCP 2.1 compliance. So let's go ahead and open up the box and take a look at it. Okay, so here's all the goodies inside the box. Start with first some of the important safety instructions that they do provide for you inside this particular package, just letting you know what you could and couldn't do with it, safety-wise that is. It is open source software that Actiontec has implemented in this particular device, so they do give you information on how you can get that source code. Going right along to the manual itself, this actually shows you how to install it and get it working with your device. And actually they make it pretty easy. There's a little video that pops up. I'll show you guys in a moment when you first connect the device, and I'll actually walk you through connecting it. So next to that, we do have an HDMI cable that they provided. It looks to be about 3 feet, maybe 2.5 feet long, more than likely 3 though. Then we have the AC adapter providing power for this particular receiver, and the receiver itself. So here's basically what it looks like. It's sort of a glossy black, very, very small device. Actually, that reminds me, Actiontec used to make modems, don't they? Or maybe they still do. I don't know. It's been a while since I've had to buy a dial-up modem. But anyways, so the device has an LED light here letting you know when it has been powered. Flip it around to the back. Also, HDMI video out. A reset button in case you need to take it back to factory defaults. The AC power will plug in here to give the device some power. On the side, we have a USB port to allow you to update the firmware on this particular device. And it looks to be that's pretty much it, except for maybe some little rubber feet. So I've hooked up the Actiontec ScreenBeam, and now we have it hooked up to our monitor right above it via HDMI cable, and it's just running through its ready to connect process to let us know, hey, here's how you would do it if you had Windows 7, here's how you do it if you have Windows 8, here's how you do it if you have Android, so on and so forth. So actually what I'm going to do is start with Android because it's really simple here. I've got the shield, and essentially you just go into your settings, you go into the Miracast, and then you can select this particular device. Now, I've already actually connected it, so I'm actually going to say to forget that device and let it reconnect again. Now it's asking for a PIN, which it's just generated, giving me 60 seconds to type it in. Give me a moment while I do that. Okay. Now in a moment it's going to connect to the device. Verifying the security. It's paired it. Gives us a nice little noise. Now I'm actually watching exactly what I would be seeing here on the screen. So it's really good for movies. I would recommend it for something like that. Beta mode, it's actually game mode's in beta right now, so I wouldn't recommend using it for playing games directly off there, probably because there's going to be some additional latency between your controls and what you're going to see on the screen. But just, for example, I'm actually going to bring this down now and you guys can watch it on the big screen. Give me a moment, I'll put something up. Go to YouTube, just show you guys something real quick. I'm actually a fan of Archer, so put that on real quick. I don't know if you guys have seen this commercial, it's hilarious. So of course I could just jump into a game, let's say, and actually apparently I'm downloading a game, so let me just exit out of that. You can go into Tiger Zone and go through the other games that I think I have here. But bottom line, you guys get the point. You could basically watch the movies that you have on this particular device, or play games or whatever straight on the screen that you're currently viewing. That way you can have it connected to your TV via the Actiontec SCREENBeam Pro. Save you guys a little bit of time. Okay guys, that wraps up this overview of the ScreenBeam Pro from Actiontec. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to click the like button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to all of our various YouTube channels, and we'll see you soon.